When people initially reach out to me, I always encourage them to just come in and talk to me, no matter where you are. We really see people coming from 3 different starting points. Either, hey, we've got a lot, we've got plans, we're picking a builder and we're ready to rock and roll. Or, hey, we've got a lot, we don't really know what to do about plans. Do you have plans? What do we do from here? Or people who have an idea. No matter where you are, we can help get you started and add value to the process. So our process starts at the initial meeting where we find out what you've got, what we can help you put together to get started on the right track. With that, once we have all the information and we're able to, we'll give you a proposal. It'll clarify, among other things, our understanding of the project, the high notes of the special things that make it important to you, and the price. Once the proposal is understood by everybody and we've got a good feel for the project, we can move into a contract. And once that's signed, we dive right into permitting and architectural review and all the things required before we can start actually building the house. We also start making some selections and poising ourselves for a clean build. Selections are made on an ongoing basis all the way through. Our team's there to help put these things together to make sure that the build happens on time and in budget and really brings your dream to life. We've done our job. Once we start construction, it seems like we fly right through it. There are always hiccups, every time, but we're on our side and we absolutely back up our work and make sure that everything's right. On the backside of construction, once we've gotten a certificate of occupancy from the building codes office, we have a whole nother round of just about all the trades coming through to make sure we pretty up the house and get it ready for you. And then we have the move in and you get to enjoy your home. The budgeting and price is a really scary topic for a lot of people that people want to talk about, but often are a little bit afraid to. What we've had the most success with, and it doesn't fit every time, is fixed fee contract with allowances. And what that means is we're going to say, hey, based off all the information we've given us in our meetings, here's what we think we can build the house for. And that includes this much money for cabinets and countertops, and this much money for flooring, and all the things that you've got to pick throughout the house that's not feasible to pick right now, we're going to assign a dollar value to. And then on a rolling basis through construction, you select these things, you approve the price before we buy anything, and that lands you at your bottom line. So we maintain through construction a document called a variance report, and it's used as a barometer for what you've picked versus what your allowances are. So all the way through, you know if your selections are over your budget, under your budget, and how we're going to end up by the end of the project. We've developed our team and all of our processes and all of our strategies to represent our customers in the best way possible. You know, we don't farm you out to some third-party company to put together your tile and mark it up at 4 different levels. We do that in-house. As time goes on, unfortunately, the fewer outside people we can deal with, the better. The more control we can have over the project, the better it turns out. So we want to touch every level and every piece of everything so we can really control what goes into your house and what the final product ends up as. The most successful builds are when we've got homeowners that participate in our systems. When homeowners buy in and let us do the stuff that we're best at. When we're talking casually about it, we say we've got 2 types of customers. We've got participators and non-participators. Participators listen to what you got, they give you the information you need, they respond, and they play the game of our process. The non-participators try to circumvent everything and do things their own way, and they think they're going to save $100 here, and then it bites them in the butt. So the biggest bottom line for a successful project is trust. Them trusting that we're representing them to the best of our ability. Your main point of contact all the way through construction is going to be me. We've got team members that serve specialized roles, but anytime you need help with something, you reach out to me directly and I'll take care of it. We've got project managers and an office manager and superintendents and an operations manager, all geared towards looking out for the customer's best interest all the way through construction from these different perspectives. But when you need something, you talk to me. So we build for probably 50+% not local homeowners, absentee homeowners. We, at a minimum, get them photographs and notes on what happened on a weekly basis. We've got, at a minimum, we've got 2 checkpoints where we need the homeowners here to go through walkthroughs and make selections, because you can kind of do it off plans, but in person we find really makes better decisions. We've got a very in-depth document that goes through every selection that you've got to make, from your exterior colors to your door hardware, what walls your shower valves go on, every single selection you've got to make in a custom home, along with a complimentary document that's like a guide that defines all these terms and allows you to really understand what we mean by each thing. You could never be here and build the whole thing. We don't prefer that, but we've got a great system of making these selections. So as we're wrapping up a build, people get pretty excited surrounding the certificate of occupancy. For us, that is not the end of the project. It's a checked off box in the list of things that we've got to do. But after the certificate of occupancy is granted, we still have just about every trade that comes back through and touches the home one more time to really polish and make all the details perfect for the homeowners move in. That's where we really get in and make sure that the details are spectacular and exactly what we want it to be. We come back in and we want to touch everything one more time. This is our opportunity to really close out the project and make sure everything is up to our standards and that we're happy turning the keys over to you. Things get messed up on every project, and we operate by a very basic standard that's very easy for our people to follow, which is, if it's not right, fix it. There's really no argument about this fact. If something is not how it's supposed to be, we make it right. There's no argument about good enough. We don't allow that kind of talk. There's two things: there's right and not right. Our best clients are the people who want to team up with us and create a special home, whether it's modest or exorbitant. But someone who gets on our team, trusts us, lets us do what we're best at doing, allow us to use our resources and knowledge and experience to best represent them to end up with an end product that we're all proud of.